Scolymia australis. Let's talk about Scolymia. Scolemias are very relatively easy coral to keep. They come from Australia. There's other countries that export them. Indonesia, they have it, but they're not as colorful. It's different species. Also there's in the Caribbean, but it's illegal to collect. Not as colorful also. But the Australian ones are the Scolymia australis are the ones. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Easy to keep. There's several variations in color. The more color, the more variations, the more expensive they are. The more common ones are the bleeding apple, war paint, reverse war paint, pretty much the ones that I have here. I'll be fragging them. I'll be doing a video how to frag Scolemias, so keep an eye on that. A lot of videos will be coming out now. Very important for Scolemias, the nutrient level. Keep the nitrates and phosphates low. Keep them at natural seawater levels. Phosphates 0.03 to 0.06, nitrates 1, 2, all the way up to 5. Calcium, KH, and magnesium, keep it at natural seawater levels. KH 8, calcium 400, magnesium 1200 to 1300. They tolerate some fluctuation. Now, placement in the coral, put them all the way to the bottom, so you have a par at least 50 all the way to 170, but keep it around 100. Flow, slow flow or medium flow. Enough for just enough for you can see a little bit of movement on when you put the food. You can see a little bit of movement. The food has to stay in the oral disc. You will see it eating. You can entice them to start opening their polyps. There's products to entice, like the polyp lab. But basically what I do, I defrost the frozen food or use pellets, and the water that I use to soak the pellets or the water that I use to defrost the frozen food, I put it here. It entices them, it stimulates them right away. You can see the feeding tentacles coming out. Put the pellets or the frozen, he grabs it and he eats it. The pellets are just more concentrated regarding nutrition than the frozen food. Frozen food, remember, it's an organism and most of it it's water. So if you feed them, they become more fleshy, they just grow, they get bigger. Eventually you might get a small Scolymia growing next to it, so it's a little daughter one. Keep it away from aggressive corals. Just do your water changes, keep an eye on that, test the water. Testing very important, water changes, and this is a good candidate for a nano tank, for a small tank. So you don't have to invest a lot in light, you don't have to invest in a lot of flow. Some people just have a bunch of Scolemias, but the problem is it's just expensive, it's an expensive coral. But as we get better in fragging in aquaculture, I'm sure the price will go down, so that's what I'll be trying with the propagation, with fragmentation of these corals. See you later.